Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Welcome you all again in the virtual learning system of Pakistan International School, Taif, Saudi Arabia. Dear students, as you know that this is virtual class for class second year students, subject computer science, and today is our 32nd lecture. Teacher name Imran Ahmed. Dear students, as you know that in the previous lecture, we were discussing the topic what is decision control structure, explain all types of if statement with syntax and example. The definition of decision control structure or conditional, we can also say that conditional control. Using decision control statement, we can control the flow of program in such a way so that it executes certain statements based on the result of a condition. It means that if the condition becomes true, what happened? If the condition becomes false, then what happened? That is true or false. So if else, nested if else if statement, switch statement, and all of these statements depend on work on the two blocks. One is true block and other one is false or else block. In C++ programming language, we have following decision control statements. In the previous topic, in the previous lecture, we were discussing if else statement, and today is our topic if else statement and else if statement. Keep in mind, if else statement is different from the else if statement. So they are the two statements. These are two statements. If else is different statement and else if is a different statement. And third over here, switch case statement, or we can say that switch statement as well. In the previous lecture, we were discussing the if statement. Watch over here. So word capital if is not representing, we will use all the time small if in our programs. So this is must. What happened in the if statement? If this condition becomes true, then keep in mind this block will be executed. We already done this example in our IDE, in the C++ IDE. So watch over here, if the marks of a student is greater than 33, then it was showing false. But today we will extend this program as well. We will do this program in the IDE again with the help of another statement. If else statement. Today's our topic is if else statement. If else statement works when the condition becomes true. If block will execute, otherwise else block statement will be executed. Watch over here, it says when the condition becomes true, then the statements of if will be executed. If the condition becomes false, then the statements of else block will be executed. For any kind of statements in C or C++ or any language, their general structure or general form is must. So you know that how it works in our program. So the general structure or the general format of if else statement is like this one. If is a reserved word. Within the parenthesis or inside the parenthesis, you will write any condition. Now, all of this block, else block, and this statement depend on this condition. Depend on this condition. If this condition becomes true, then what happened? If this condition becomes false, then what happened? So we will discuss this topic in very detail over here. Now watch over here. If this condition becomes true, then this block of statement will be executed. So else block statement will not be executed. Keep in mind, this one is called the true block and else is called false block. Else is called false. Now, if this condition becomes true, it will execute these block of statements if this condition becomes false. In the previous topic we were discuss only this portion, we didn't execute or we didn't discuss the else block. Today we will discuss the else block as well. If this condition becomes false, then what happened? Now this block of statement will not be executed, only else block statement will be executed. So it means that when this condition becomes true, these block of statement will be executed, this block of statement will not be executed. But when this condition becomes false, this block of statement will not be executed, only else block statement will be executed. For this purpose, we have the same example, but which we have already discussed in the yesterday topic, but we extend this one. Over there, we didn't use the else word. Today, we will use the else as well. iostream.h, conio.h, void main, opening of main function, we have the same variable m representing marks. I am using the m variable as marks. Clear screen, this message will be appear on the output screen, enter marks. So with the help of cin statement, we assign any value, any integer value to m variable. Now it will check when after the running the program, after executing the program, when we assign m any value, like let's say I assign m33. Now what happens? I assign m, for example, 50. Now what happened with this condition? Now m having the value of 50. 50 is greater than 33. Now this condition is true. So it will execute only this cout statement, and in the inside the cout statement, the word is written pass. Inside the cout statement, word is, so output, in the output message only pass will be appeared. It will not, when I told you, when this condition becomes true, it will execute this block. If this condition becomes false, then it will execute this block. Now watch over here, again I am executing the same program. When I execute, I will assign the value like let's say 15. Let's say 15. Now what happened with the 15? 15 is greater than 33. 15 is greater than 33. Condition is obviously false. 15 is not greater than 33. So what happened? Now it will not execute this statement. It will execute else block statement. In the else block, only fail is present. Keep in mind, whenever we have single statement under execution of if or else, we are not using this block. But when we have multiple statements, statement, then we can use this block. So for single statement, you can also use the block, but it's good programming to not use the block for the single statement. But when we have more than one statement under the execution of if or under the execution of else, so you can use the block as well. Okay, now we will solve the same program in our Turbo C IDE. Start, file, new, hash, include iostream .h. Keep in mind, I will place some error, so we will discuss these error as well. Hash include conio .h void main opening of main function. I am using a single variable m. Clear screen, cout, backslash n enter marks semicolon c in n, sorry, m is the variable we did, m c out if m is greater than 33 opening c out pause just for the message, close the if statement, else cout fail. Now closing of else, get ch and termination of main function. In this program, I left many errors. In this program, I left many errors. In the previous exam, I saw that kind of program is present in your paper. So it was asking to remove the error in the program. So this one is very important. You have any program in your paper, in your examination, and they will ask to remove the error from your program. So what to do? Now watch over here. I will execute this program, run. There are 7 errors are present. One by one, I will remove the error. Over here written unknown preprocessor directive in LCUD. There is spelling mistake. There is spelling mistake. Word is include. Till I will not correct, it will not execute. So INCLUDE. One error is I removed. Okay, now check again, run again. 4 error left. It means that include was occupying how many errors? 3 errors it was occupying. Now what is the next? Unknown preprocessor directive ICLUD. IC, N is missing over here. So INCLUD include word is correct. Now let me check again what happened. Still remains the 4 error because we didn't put the greater than symbol at the end. Watch over here. Now run again. Run. There are 2 errors. Misplaced else. Misplaced else means why misplace else? Because watch over here. I place a semicolon at the end of this statement. So keep in mind, on the basis of if statement, we can use the else block. We cannot use else separately. Whenever you place a semicolon, it means that statement is terminated. It means that statement is terminated. So when the statement is terminated, so else is useless. So we place the else as well. Now let me check again what happened with the program. One error still remains. We have unexpected greater than symbol. Watch over here. This main function has the opening and this one has the closing. This is the closing of main function. Now this is the closing opening of if statement. This is the closing of if statement. But else statement having the closing, not having the any opening. So you must keep in mind number of opening braces is equal to number of closing braces in all of our programs. So we will apply this one as well. Now check again what happened. Still it have the error. Watch over, this is the major error. Undefined symbol main in the module co.asm. I write main capital letter. So main function not defined in the capital letter, main function is defined in the small letter as well. Okay, now again, run again. Now all error we have removed intermarks. Watch over here, there is written forward slash, and this is not an error, but this was showing because why? I use the forward slash, and for the escape sequence, there is a backslash n for the escape sequence. So we will correct. So I assign the marks 7, and 7 is fail. Obviously 7 is greater than 33. Condition becomes false. When the condition becomes false, so it will show me result the fails because I use fail over here in else block. Now watch over here, it is forward slash. It will not use it. It shows as it is, but it was not an escape sequence. We use the escape sequence backslash n. Now you can run again and check what happened. Watch over here. Now backslash n is not appeared. It will show you the next line, and you assign like 99. At the condition of 99, it becomes pause. Okay, another program, same like this one. I'm converting the same program. Enter a number. Enter a number. Enter a number to check even or odd. I write whole line capital. Why? Because this is a comments. So we are going to write the program to check the number is even or odd. Now I am using the same program and converting little bit change. Instead of M, you can also use the M, but M was representing marks, N is representing number. So instead of this message enter marks, I will use enter number. I will use enter number. So inside scene statement, I will use, instead of M, I will use the N. Now condition. Keep in mind, if you know that even numbers and odd number, you can solve this program very easily. 4 is even number, 5 is odd number. Why you say that 4 is even number and 5 is odd number? Keep in mind, those number which are fully divisible by 2 and its remainder becomes 0, and its remainder becomes 0, it is an even number. And those number which is not divisible by 2 and its remainder all the time will be 1, they are called the odd number. Now I tell you the process. So what will be the condition? Now n is the number. I will use n. N, I told you that the remainder become any number which have the remainder 0 divided by 2 and its remainder becomes 0, they are the even number. For remainder operator, we use the n% 2 is equal to, what is equal to 0. n% 2 is equal to 0. Let's say I assign when I will execute the program. So we will check what happened with this. So the number becomes, over here I will change the message even, and over here I will use, if the number is not even, obviously it becomes the odd. If number will not be even, obviously it will be odd number. Now execute this program to check what happened. Run. Enter number like 7. It shows me odd number 7. Now watch over here, number is 7. 7 divided by 2. What will be the remainder? 7 divided by 2, remainder is 1. 1 is equal to 0. This condition becomes false. When this condition becomes false, control will be automatically transferred in the odd block section and it will shows the odd. Now run again. Enter a number like we assign the 8 and 8 is even number. Now you can assign any number. Automatically this program will tell you this number is even or odd. So this is a small program. This is a simple program for the. Now keep in mind, if else statement is very important statement. We will use all. We will use in all of our program which are depending on the condition. We use the if else statement. If statement is only rarely used, but if else statement is used mostly program. So this is very important statement. So you must practice this one. Inshallah, tomorrow we will discuss the else if statement. Till take care of yourself. Pray for me, pray for all Muslims. Allah Hafiz.